So I'm sure a lot of you lot out there by now have heard this term before, synchronicity. But have you actually looked up on it and found out what it actually means, or have you taken it for granted? If you have taken it for granted, hear my own definition of it, Eddie's definition, because remember, it's all about perspectives. So you've got your subjective self, isn't it? Your ego, which is micro. And then you've got the objective, which is God, or the collective of subjectives, which is macro. So you got micro, your ego, and you got macro, God, life. What happens is that when you start synchronizing your micro with your macro, that is simply synchronicity. Synchro. So all happening at once, at one time. Synchronicity, happening at once. But what is the happening at once? It is your perception, the micro, and God's perception, the objective, the macro. So you'll find when you are ascending, when your mind is expanding, when you are becoming more consciously aware of things, you'll start becoming more and more aware of the uniformity of things. One. Everything is one. And you'll see things clearly more for what they are, as opposed to before seeing things wrapped around your ego. That's all synchronicity is. They say coincidences. They say random. All these things are constructs of the ego to distract you from the truth that there is no such thing. Actually, everything runs in clock order. It's depending on you as the perceiver, the micro, whether your clock is in order or not. If your clock is in order, you'll start receiving these awarenesses. You'll start pointing out things. Even when bad things happen to you, you'll see the bigger picture. You'll realize the purpose of things happening, so you won't no longer be dumb. You'll be aloof. You'll have that wisdom about you. You'll have that detachment, and it gets better and better to the point. Remember I said before even that angels, I know it's taught that angels have no free will, but that's because they are so aligned with the master will. So they do have free will, but what is that free will aligned with? Same for us. What is our free will aligned with? Are we aligning ourselves with the divine will, divine nature, where we can pick up the things other people would not pick up, or seeing the metaphysics behind the physics? That's what synchronicity is talking about, all of this phenomena. And it is a phenomena to us today, but it's not a phenomena because it's natural. There will come one day when all of us will be synchronized. Synchronicity doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. You're syncing your computers with the master computer. That's all it is. So bear that in mind next time you think about synchronicity and synchronistic events. It's not that there is any magic happening or any abnormal thing occurring. It's just that you're synced more with the things you cannot see with your carnal eyes. So your third eye, your mind's eye, is now in not overdrive, but it's active. So you're now aware of things that your carnality would not be able to be aware of or even understand. So it's a beginning process of understanding as well, synchronicity. Leave your thoughts and tell me what you think about that. But for me, synchronicity is simply you, micro, syncing with the macro. Therefore, everything is one. Everything makes sense. Your happenings are no longer, otherworldly in that sense. It is otherworldly because it's so amazing that you can be synced, but you make sense of things better and with a richer mind. That's what I'm saying. Peace.